Hey, welcome to another vlog. So I wanted to start off this vlog just by wishing everyone a happy new year. I'm just hoping you all have much success, that you reach all the goals that you've set for yourself. Yeah, we're in this together. So whatever it is, whether it's your health, financial, whatever, getting closer to God, whatever that is, I just hope that you um, remain consistent, stay focused, and just reach for reach for it, and just don't give up. So yeah, and hopefully, throughout 2025, whatever content that I may bring you, hopefully it will help you in attaining your goals, keep you motivated, keep you inspired, doing what you do in life. We all know life can get pretty rough. Sometimes we go through our dry seasons, and then we have our really great seasons. So just stay positive, stay focused, surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. That helps, stay away from the negativity, all of that stuff. So again, Happy New Year. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my vlogs. And I just want to thank you guys all for so much support that you have shown me over the last year or so. You guys are just great. I love it. This whole YouTube channel is new for me. So obviously, I'm looking to continue to grow the channel, and to bring you great content is what it is. Speaking of content, I am thinking about adding an additional channel. And I don't know if you noticed, and if you haven't, I've been posting videos of me working out, with the hope that it will inspire someone to get moving in their fitness journey, their wellness, health journey. And what I'm thinking about doing, because I'm a little bit more, I guess I post those, I try to post those daily, so 5 days throughout the week. I'm actually thinking about just having a separate channel for just fitness, health, all of that kind of stuff. And then having this channel focused on the decor, my general lifestyle and fashion. So I'm this is strong consideration, because I know there may be people here who have joined the channel, joined my channel for the decor, and I have gotten, some traction on just the fitness stuff. So just to keep it separate, just so I can have, like-minded viewers on the channels, and and just continue to get your support. So this video is going to be about the home. So I don't have any I don't have any specific home updates, but what I wanted to do, because I've been in the home for a year and we started a new year, I wanted to really just take a look back and kind of share with you some of the things I would do differently in my home. I think sometimes when we get into a certain journey or process, there are lessons learned, right? And if we can take it back, we'll just maybe change this or do this differently, and that's okay, right? You live and you learn, and hopefully what I'm going to share with you today in my process of journey, in my home journey, if you're looking to purchase a home, you're getting a home built from the ground, however that process or journey is for you, hopefully it will have you, I guess, think about some things as well going through your journey, so maybe you won't make the same mistake. So yes, that is what I'm going to share with you about. And listen, if you have not subscribed, make sure you click on that subscribe button. And if this is content that you like to see on my channel, please don't forget to like. And you can always share your thoughts in the comments. I do respond to all of my comments. Only thing I would ask is just be respectful, don't judge, and be nice. So, but again, I will respond to all of the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on anything that I share. You guys are just so great. I love the interaction. I love to engage my my viewers, subscribers. So definitely, you know, keep your feedback and your advice, your tips. Just keep it coming. All right, so let's get into this video. I'm going to turn the camera around because I'm going to just kind of be walking around, and I am going to focus on the downstairs, and then probably in another video I'll go upstairs and kind of share with you what I would do differently in this home process or home journey. So, and don't forget to watch this video to the end. All right, let me turn the camera around. All right, so I'm going to start off in the foyer. So one of the things that I would do differently is with the door. So you guys know, last year around this time, I changed my door out. So when I purchased the home, the door was white on the inside and then it was black on the outside. And unfortunately with the door, it wasn't really energy efficient. So I ended up switching the door out. I went with Renewal by Anderson. It did cost me a pretty penny. Yeah, doors are not cheap, if you haven't noticed, especially if you want to get all those bells and whistles. But anyway, one of the things, after I got the door installed, one of the things I would have done differently is that I would have gotten black matte door handle. I'm really starting to love the black on black. It's just, I think it just elevates your space like so well. Black to me is just like classy and elegant. It's not that it's bad what I have now, but the thought was when I got it, I had wanted that pop of gold, and they really didn't have the gold that I was actually looking for. So I really should have just settled for just the black matte that they had. And yeah, but it's cool though. But I love my door, and I'm so glad that I switched it out, and it just completely elevated this space in the foyer. The other thing that I would have done differently, so you guys know I just installed this light fixture, and one of the things when I came in, I did a walkthrough of the home. I had noticed that this light fixture isn't centered to that. So, and I was going back and forth with this, is to get the electrician guy, before they did the drywall, to just move that over so that way it'll be centered to that there. But it kind of makes sense why I have it like this, because what they did was they actually centered the fixture to the foyer, not to any part of the section of the home. So I get that, but when you look outside through the window, the light does look off. It doesn't look centered. So it would be nice if it would look centered to the door, if you will. Because if they would have moved it over, now you're running into, it could have been too close to this part here where I'm going to get a fixture there. So those are the things I would have done a little differently in the foyer. Yeah, and I'm just gonna, I do want to say this too. Just generally, well, you know what, I'm gonna wait to the end to say it. So let's move on. And those are my kids crying. All right, I'm gonna go to the kitchen. Okay, so here we are. The kitchen is considered the heart of the home. And for me, when I look at my kitchen, I love my kitchen. I love the kitchen. And I don't know if I share with you all, but when I started this process, there was a little mix up in the requirements for what I wanted in my kitchen. So originally my thought was I had wanted white cabinets and white shaker cabinets, and I wanted the island to be like this pop of blue like you see here. So it just so happened the salesperson, she had it all backwards. What she did was she actually, in the details, she had put the cabinets to be blue and the island to be white. And I did not want a white island. I had wanted it to be opposite. So if I have done anything differently to my kitchen, it would have been, again, I love my kitchen and I don't have any like regrets where I'm going to like knock this whole kitchen out and just change it like now. But I would have went with a black and white kitchen. And I know I'm going to tell you why. The reason why is because I just feel like, but like right now this blue is trendy. And honestly, I kind of like want to go with something that's gonna like a little more timeless. And I just feel like white cabinets are just like, I just feel like you can just have those throughout any period. Like I just feel like white cabinets are just a timeless color. And so what that means is eventually, you know, as time goes on, I can definitely see myself changing out at least the color of my cabinets. Now, one color I was thinking of, black, right? Yeah, I was thinking of like, maybe I should have selected black cabinets and then have the island be white. But anyway, the whole idea, why I'm sharing all this, I wanted my island to be different from my cabinets. And if you're getting a home built custom or you're remodeling your kitchen, and you have an island, it is a great idea to just get your island different so it'll pop a lot more. The other thing, also, you guys know, I also changed out my countertop. So when I came in, the builder put in granite countertop, and it was something that came with the base price. And I knew off the bat that I was going to change them to quartz. And one of the things I would have done, I would have gotten the waterfall. And secondly, I would have gotten, because it also came with me getting a sink. Excuse all the mess in here, but I would have selected a black sink. So that's what I would have done. I would have changed out. I would have got the waterfall island, the countertop here, the black sink, and I would have either changed out my kitchen, the color of my cabinets to white, and kept the island blue or black. So that's what I would have done differently. Very happy with my backsplash. That's something that I got installed after I moved in. Was just a lot cheaper. Obviously, I got my fixtures in there after I moved in as well. All right, let's go over to the dining room. All right, so we're in the dining space. Now, since I was talking about light fixtures, one of the things that I would do differently with this light fixture, I would want it to hang lower. I think it's a little too high. I think it's just a little more, I don't know, elegant is the right word, or just, it gives it more of a pop. I don't know, I just want it hanging lower. Not a whole lot lower, but just a little bit, like maybe like right here, maybe like 6 inches lower. And the guy who installed it, unfortunately, he cut too much wire. He didn't leave enough wire in there for me to have the option of just lowering it if I wanted to in the future. And I found out about it when I had another technician coming here to see if they can just lower it for me. And they're just like, it's not enough wire. And then it would have came down to them doing way too much stuff to try and lower it. And so at the end of the day, if I want a lower light fixture, honestly, at this point, I'm going to have to buy a whole different light fixture, buy another light fixture, whether it's the same or something different, and to get what I want. I'm not, honestly, that's not a priority for me because I love the light fixture. It's not that it's bad, but it's just, you know, when it just comes to aesthetics, I think it would look a lot better. So that is the thing that I would change one thing I would change in here is lowering the light fixture. The other thing, I would change in here. So you guys know I just did my accent wall. Love, love, love the color. And thank you guys so much for your input and helping me choose the color for the wall. It is such a nice color. It's sage green light. And I got the paint from Sherwin-Williams. Great quality paint. It gave it a really, really nice finish. The only thing that I would... Now, here's the thing. This is when I knew I wanted to do an accent wall here, right? But the only thing, and I was back and forth to what I wanted it to look like. And the funny thing is, shiplap was not the first on my list. And I think when I went into Lowe's trying to find the right boards, what I was really envisioning in my head, I ended up looking at the boards for the shiplap and was just like, oh, this would probably, and I was thinking from just the installation standpoint, because guys know originally I was going to have, this was going to be a DIY. I was going to do it myself. And because it was going to be my first major DIY project, I didn't want it to be challenging. So I was trying to do something that would have been a little less challenging for me. And I thought the shiplap would have been that way. But what I would have done differently with this wall, one, I would have stuck with my first thought, like the vision that I had. I would have just stuck with it, remained consistent in it. I would have shopped until I found what I truly wanted. So what does that mean? Eventually, I'm probably going to change the wall. I'm going to keep the color, but eventually I'm probably going to take all of that out and actually put in there what I really, truly, truly want. And that is, so instead of the shiplap, I had wanted to do maybe, I don't know if it's 1-inch plywood or boards. You guys probably seen it, but I wanted the same thing vertically, but it would have been like the skinnier boards, like maybe like half of the board, the shiplap for the board, and they would have been like, it would have been a 1-inch space in between them. But that's what I had envisioned, and that's what I wanted. But I got caught up in the store thinking about the installation process, wanting it to be really easy for me, blah, 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 whatever. So yeah, if it was a lessons learned out of this, is that if you have a vision for something, stick with it. Don't get distracted by the noise or anything or what people are saying. It is your place. It's your vision. Stick with your vision. And I think that was my mistake here. So like I said, it's not that I can't live with it and it's so horrible, because and it's not that I don't like shiplap. It's just that I didn't envision originally shiplap for this wall, but I ended up going in that direction. So again, what that means is I'm going to eventually just change it out, but not now. All right, so that is the dining space. Let me go to the great room, family room. Okay, so this is the family room, great room, whatever the term that you use. And what I would do differently. What I would do differently is, and honestly, it's just the TV. So let me tell you, so the electric, when I was picking all my electrical options, one of the things I had to upgrade on was putting an outlet behind the TV, because I'm very adamant. I hate hanging cords like you guys see there. I really hate this. It's like a pet peeve of mine. And so I intentionally upgraded to put that back there so I can place a TV over the fireplace without the cords hanging. The mistake is that the TV I decided to get, I did not think about, which is the frame TV, that it had this box that you see there. Everything operates through that box. and you see that gray cord. So the problem is that I don't have anything in the back of the TV to place the box, to hide it, to fish the cords and all of that stuff. Can it be done? Probably so, but I will have to get somebody in here to build something in the back where that can sit in there. And if I didn't want to do all that, that's what I was saying. If I would do it over again, I just wouldn't have got the frame TV. I would have got, there's so many other TVs out there that look really, really nice. That's not the frame TV. I could have just gotten that, had that, you know, because the outlet was back there, and it could have been none of this stuff going on, because I don't like that sitting on my on the mantle over the fireplace. I don't like it, but right now I'm living with it, so I don't know. I think eventually what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take this TV out of here and probably put it in the basement when I get that remodeled, and get like a TV. Obviously it'd be an upgraded nice TV, and put it over the fireplace where I can just plug the cord in there. So, but that's soon to come. All right, so that's really, the other thing. One last thing, I was actually just having a conversation with my mother, and the other thing that I would probably do here is lower this light fixture too. So my thought here, the reason why it's so high, because, and the guy gave me an option. He did ask me. He said, how do I want it to hang? And my thought was that I wanted it to hang like where you could see it through the windows. But honestly, it's in the back of the house, and the only people that's getting a view of it is probably the back of the house and the back of me. And honestly, I would rather have it where, if I had the high ceilings in the front, where you could see it from my front door, like the windows and stuff. But it's not the case. So my mother and I were having a conversation, you know, maybe having it a little lower, because I have seen it where, you know, people have their light fixtures in their living space, and it's much lower. And then it also could be because I got the high ceilings in here too. So I don't know, not a lot lower where the kids can like get up there and touch it, but just low enough where it just kind of seem a little bit more cohesive in the space, if that makes sense. So that was the other thing that I would change here. The fixture would do differently. The fixture and just another TV. All right, so let's see here. I don't think this is the sunroom. There's really not much else I would want to do differently in here. I'm pretty happy with this space. I just need to, honestly, I just really need to just get some lounge chairs. Is what I want in here, lounge chairs in here to make it a little bit more cozy. Now, when you take a look, you guys see my baseboard. Very builder grade. And what I would do differently is I would have a much thicker baseboard. And one of the things I wish I would have done, and I don't know, the people that installed the floors, they probably could have done this for me, but I wish I would have just had thicker baseboards. That is very, very nice. This thin stuff is builder grade, and I don't know, it's just not, it doesn't pop as much. And I think the thicker baseboard would pop a lot better throughout your home. And let me give you an idea. So you guys kind of see here where my accent wall is. It's a lot thicker. So something like that. Go back upstairs, Chastity and Chloe. So something like that. Just to give you an idea. Oh, since I'm back in the dining space, I also wanted to, and I kind of did this later. What I would have done differently is, no, don't get off of that. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Be right back. All right, kids were distracting me. Okay, so what I would have done differently, I would have waited to purchase a rug for my table. So you guys also know I recently switched out the color of this rug. So if you recall, the one that I have in here, same style but just different color, was a lighter color rug. And after I got my wall done, my accent wall done, I don't know, it just hit me that a darker rug will actually look a lot better under this table, and it'll just make this space, just elevate the space a little more. So I ended up switching out the rug and it's like right there. Oh, well, if you don't know, here's the color. So same style, but that was a different color. And originally I was thinking, oh, dark table, lighter rug. But when I got the accent wall done, I said, maybe, because remember you guys, I was just talking about the black on black, because that's not bad. I figured this would look a lot better, which is why I changed it out. So what I would do differently in this case, I would wait I would wait to purchase a rug until you get, honestly, the things that you want to have in your dining space, whether it's a color, your wall fixture, all of that stuff. Yeah, so just wait and just take your time, honestly. So yeah, and I think, was that it? I think that was, oh, so the other thing, let's go over here. The other thing I would do differently is I would change out my stairwell, the banister. I would have chosen something I just feel like this banister is very, how can I put it? Old traditional? Like, I don't know if I'm coming up with the right words here, but I would want something that gives it a little bit more modern, minimalist kind of vibe to it. And so basically what I would do, I would have used got some black posts, metal posts, even like the banister part, all black, I would have went with. I was even thinking about glass, but honestly, that would not be a good idea with these kids, because I would be cleaning the glass like so many times throughout the day. But I would change that. I would make that black, and I think it would just it would elevate the space a little more around the stairs, just in the whole house, honestly. Yeah, definitely would change that. And then, let's see here. And while we're right here, the other thing I would do differently, this light fixture here. So some of you, I had asked, some of you, would you guys do a regular light fixture here or a recessed light? And I'm with you. Recessed light. I wish I would have, when I was picking out my electrical, when I was giving them my requirements for the electrical stuff, I wish I would have just changed this out to a recessed light, but I know it could be done later, which I'm actually going to do, unless I find like a light fixture that'll work here. But at bare minimum, it's going to be a recessed light. So I would do that differently here. And then up there, another light that came with the builder, I'm going to switch that out. What I'm going to do differently there, I am going to hang like a nice light fixture there where it hangs and you do see that through the window. And then the second one right there is going to be, I'm going to change it out to a recessed light. I just think those are so ugly. It's my opinion. All right, so let's go back here into the mudroom. All right, so here's the mudroom. What I would do differently in here, I would have gotten built-ins. I would have did a built-in here during the home building process, because the way that it looks now, I can't stand it. And I have a basket here. I don't even want to show you because the shoes are a mess. But I would have did it like a nice built-in here, just to tie this mudroom or, you know, the area by the garage door a little better. In the pantry, the walk-in pantry, I'm not going to show you everything, but I'm kind of glad I did switch it. So originally, this was supposed to have been, with the builders and the base price, this would have been my laundry room. And I upgraded to move the laundry room upstairs on the second floor and turn this into a walk-in pantry. Don't regret it at all. But the only thing I would do here, it's a pantry, but I would have built it so where it's more of a butler's pantry, you know, where I have more countertops, maybe a sink, small refrigerator in here or something. And even like, I'm also thinking it could have been like butler's pantry / like wine cellar room or something like that. I don't know, but something. I definitely would have did this, built this out a little more, and obviously that's something that I do have. It's my vision is to turn this into more of a butler's pantry, where it has like a small sink in here, more of a kitchen prep area, if you will. Okay, since I was talking about built-ins in the mudroom, I just wanted to come back out here to the office, and also the thing I would do differently when you talk about built-ins, I would do a built-in back here during the home building process. That would have been something I would have loved and wanted. And again, I know some of these things you can, you know, get done later, but I don't know. I just feel like these are things I just would have loved to have just kind of like moving into the house. I think that is just what it is. The other thing I would have done differently, I'm not going to take you down there, but my basement is right here. I would have just refinished my basement. I would have upgraded to have my basement finished. Because like right now, the way like these kids are, I need to send them somewhere, and just like, you know, there's just different spaces that I'm looking to have, such as like a gym, obviously the rec area down there, the bathroom down there, and then also, you know, my husband's studio. So I just kind of wish like those things was like already here in the basement for us to enjoy the moment we kind of moved into the home and settled. So, but again, I know that's something that you can do later down the line, but it's just like one of those things you just kind of want to have there when you move in. So I would just do that differently and just refinish my basement during the home building process. Okay, back in here through the sunroom. I only came back in here because the final thing that I would do differently before moving in, if I'm having my home built, is to just have a patio or nice deck built out. I don't like the fact that I can't necessarily utilize my door, my sliding door here. And it'll be nice, especially during like the warmer months, to kind of like have this, I can have it open, but just to kind of like open, step out in your back, you know, just like grilling and all of that stuff. I would have loved to have that space for that, you know, coming into the home, first settled and all of that stuff. But I know that it is something that we're going to get done later. We're going to build out a patio, have an outdoor kitchen, and then we're also going to have a pool in the back as well. So that's something. The pool could have waited until we moved in, but like at least like the patio and the outdoor kitchen, or at least like doing the rough, what do you call it? Like the rough installation of like the gas line and all that stuff, where then when I get ready to install like the appliances, all of that stuff will be there. Kind of like what I did with the basement. I kind of got all the roughing stuff in for the bathroom down there, so there won't have to be any digging or anything to do the piping for the bathroom. So something like that, right? Because it would save on the cost later down the line. But that is like what I would want done differently. Yeah. And actually, you know what? Actually, I'm just thinking about this. Now, this will be more of a structural thing. Now, what I would have done differently to my home in the building process is that I would have either this whole wall or that whole wall be like glass, where you can kind of like, what is it? Either bring the indoor space outside, or the outdoor space, living space inside, something like that. But we're kind of like feed off of each other, right? Where you have, and you guys probably seen this if you're ever looking at a Texas home. It's very popular in Texas. But yeah, that would definitely, my house would definitely stand out here. Actually, I probably won't even be here if I had something like that. But I would have loved, if I would do anything differently, I would have designed it to be where I could have had something like that. So that is the last thing. And there's just so much more. I think that, like, little things, right, that if I had the option, I would have changed out, like the appliances, the brand of the appliances, all of that stuff. But it is what it is. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh, there is one last thing. Let me turn the camera around. Okay. So, my ultimate, I know you guys, I just went through the house downstairs and kind of like showed you through some of the things that I would do differently or change in the beginning during this whole home building process. But if you kind of was listening to some of the things that I wish I had done differently, it all leads up to this one thing. If I would have done anything ultimately different, I would have selected a builder, a custom home builder, because some of the things I talked about, I could have gotten all of that plus some, anything I wanted. I could have gotten the built-ins. I could have gotten the windows on the wall in the back. Like, I could have gotten so much more if it was a truly custom home build. And because we did not go with a custom home build, we kind of went with a home builder where you get like these cookie cutter homes. So you're kind of in a position where you have to choose a floor plan, and they give you some wiggle room to customize certain things or to change up certain things. But it's not a whole lot, because at the end of the day, it is their particular floor plan that they have, and you have to stick with it if you're going to choose them as a home builder. So even when it comes to, like, you know, the basement, like if I would have gotten that remodeled during the home building, or I would have gotten it done during the home building process, you know, I could have like had them build a studio down there or get all that, you know, I just could have gotten so much more. And because like where my mind is now and the vision that I have for this home, you know, I have to wait. I have to kind of do it after the fact, right? Now that I'm in here. But yes, custom home build. And this is my advice and tip to you if you're thinking about getting a home build from the ground up. If you have a lot of, how can I put it? If you have a big vision for your home, don't go with a semi-custom home builder. I can't think of the right term, but someone like I went through, like give you these cookie cutter homes. Even Toll Brothers, they're like a cookie cutter home builder. They really are. I mean, you could customize on things to make your house look more luxurious, but as far as like the floor plan structurally, there's things that you're not going to be able to change. And I would say that if you have like this big vision and there's just certain things that you really want I would advise you to go with a custom home builder. These some things that I have learned after the fact, right? Because I think the way that it works is that you get a construction loan, and then once the house is built, that construction loan turns into like your mortgage. And of course, you have to find land, right? You got to find land, go through that process. But I'm okay with that. Like, I had conversations with people like, if I would do this all over again, yes, I will find land and I will build my home on land to get what I want and what I have in my mind, what I want in a dream home, if that makes sense. So I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. Just taking you back, just through my experience and just learning the things I would do differently. Hopefully it gives you some opportunities to just like think about and have certain considerations if you want to go through this process, or if you're going through this process, you're trying to find a home builder, whatever that looks like for you. Hopefully what I shared with you will help you in your journey. But yeah, that is what I have for today. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this content that I put out, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share, like, and also for sure, let me know your thoughts. Share your thoughts in the comments. I will reply to them. And yeah, so until next time with the next video, bye-bye.